Are your favorite brands about to get pricier, or will deep discounts win the day? Retailers are walking a tightrope. Tariffs are squeezing margins, but consumers are already feeling the pinch. Stacey Widlitz, president of SW Retail Advisors, breaks down how brands are juggling price hikes, promotions, and the looming threat of lost
Cake
demand.
price, right? Ralph Lauren, Tapestry, luxury prices skyrocketed 40–50% during COVID. And now we're talking about, can the consumer take even more? So it's a big question mark. But I think what you're going to see is that so many of the retailers that we always know, like Gap and Old Navy, American Eagle, you name it, those that we expect those big promotions from, they're really disappearing. So it's kind of like a two-pronged strategy. It's taking away those traffic driver moments, and it's also taking price, as Courtney said, where you can and not necessarily on the product where there is that tariff impact.
So what's your outlook just in terms of what it means for the retailers' margins? Because that's what investors care about.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that right now, so we look at year-over-year promotions for about 70 companies. I would say the majority of them right now are promoting less. So they're holding their gross margins okay. And yes, we are seeing some price increases. So on the margin, I think generally you're going to be okay. And the big question is, for those that do need to increase in certain places, what will the demand response be?
Sure.
But, you know, I would say the only real pain point that I'm seeing is like a Foot Locker, who's doing things like 20% off everything in July, which is really hurting some of the DTC brands.
Some of the direct-to-consumer, like a Nike or others that are saying, okay, we'd like to go direct-to-consumer because we have higher margins if we do that, but Foot Locker maybe undercutting and saying, no, we need the traffic coming through the store, so we're going to offer discounts.
And it's so disruptive to the market because when you have a wholesaler, right, because Nike and Foot Locker are back together again as partners.
Friends, right.
Friends again. So they all of a sudden now Foot Locker's throwing all these promotions. And, you know, that causes a ripple effect in the market. So if Crocs and Hoka's and Uggs and everything else is 20% off at Foot Locker and they're full price at DTC, that doesn't make for such a great relationship.